What I'd like to do is do a little talk about virtual worlds, and I know there's a lot of hype because of Second Life about it, and most people don't realize that Second Life is is really crap compared to what's out there. I mean, if you look at virtual worlds like WoW, EverQuest 2, Asheron's Call, these virtual worlds have hundreds of thousands of people, a lineage. I can go on and on and on. And the graphics and the content. If Second Life could have built something to the modicum of what these guys built, then maybe it would be something. But really, what it is crap. And the reason why people get hyped up on it is because none of these people have played anything else except for going into that. And what Second Life did was a great con job, and I got to respect it because if I was an investor and basically I was like, listen here, why don't you go check out. The reaction is this I'm going to call it the cocaine high. The first time it's going to be cocaine high. You're like, wow, look, I can fly, I can move around. It's like it's something out of this world. It's like when you try a recreational drug for the first time. It's out of this world to you. But like any drug or like anything else, it wears off. And the biggest thing, and if you do any research, and I challenge you, go do the research. None of these big companies, whether it's Lineage or WoW or Asheron's Call or Shadowbane or Ultima, none of these groups would ever release their drop-off rate, which is, yeah, you get the new customers in, but there is a huge exit rate out of these virtual worlds that they keep as a big secret, because the only way WoW has grown the way it has gone into new markets, Europe, Asia, America. I mean, that's why. But if you pay attention and read the community boards and everything else, the retention isn't there. And I'll tell you, I mean, I would say the first time user of any VW is going to be hooked for about a year, maybe two. Okay. The second environment that you go into, you'll be lucky if it holds you for 6 to 8 months. And then the third environment that you go into, you'll be lucky that it holds you for 3 months. And I'm at a point now when I go into a virtual world, it may keep my interest for about a month. And I speak for literally millions of other people out there who feel the same way. And the other thing with virtual worlds, if you're thinking about using for education, a kid is going to laugh. Unless you're going to like a third world country or somewhere where they haven't had access to any virtual world, they don't play any games. But any child who plays any game that goes into a realm like Second Life, it's like saying to them, okay, I'm going to go buy a used Pinto to drive around Manhattan with and go to work. I mean, how many of you would buy a used Pinto and take business colleagues out for work? I mean, would you? Of course you wouldn't. And to any self-respecting, any child, any gamer, any child who's done any sort of game, could be as simple as Sims or anything, they're going to look at Second Life or anything else that's being developed for education and laugh at it. I mean, they laugh at it. So, virtual worlds is a waste of time. Now, I love virtual worlds. I'm going to, after just down in them, let me just say, oh, by the way, even this is one of my families. They have 8 rice fields in the same way. So, no matter what happens to the economy, I'm going to eat. So that was a good thing about marrying a wife, a rice farmer's daughter. So, and this rice, I'm going to use an analogy. Think of this field right now. Think of this field as every one of these kernels of rice. Let's go down here. Every one of these kernels of rice. This is a student, all right? Okay? And we go back up here, and this is global education in front of you, right? Now, the education is fielding off one field, right? All the nutrients going to this rice is coming from one location right here for this field, and this is global education. This is what we need to build for global education. Just like this one field is providing all the nutrients, everything that this rice needs to grow and become healthy and to support my family and others around. I mean, this is more rice than we can eat now, one of our 8 rice fields. But it's the same thing. So instead of you going, and this is what's happening right now, instead of you going down and working on this weed right here, this is your project. This is your project right now. This is your project. Your project is really useless. It's not going to help the big picture at all. It's not going to do anything but just be, you know, left behind and useless as soon as I and my team develops this system. So this is what we're looking to develop. So in dealing with virtual worlds, the solution that I'm looking to build will be able to plug into it. Okay? Think of it as the horse. You're trying to put the cart in front of the horse, right? So what we're going to do is develop the horse, and this horse, as an autonomous vehicle called the experience, you'll be able to plug into a a virtual world, all right? And all of a sudden you have a group experience, because the environment we're building is a 1D environment. I mean, not 1D. It's a 2D environment for the learner. Okay. So let's say I want to do. So you're like, well, how are you going to do collaborative? Well, we're going to do collaborative by plugging that first person experience with him and the tool. We're going to take him into the virtual world. But the thing is, everything we need to teach that person is in place. So we don't need to create programming in the virtual world. We have given you all the programming. I don't know if that makes sense. We're providing you the educational content, the delivery, everything. You're providing the environment. That's what a virtual world is. It's a world. But where is the tool that's going to teach? See, that's where you're missing the point. You're not thinking about the tool. You're thinking about, let's create the world. Okay, but where's the nutrients? Where is the education? Where is the content? Where is that going to come? Where's the delivery? That's where we come in. So I don't know. I mean, you're either going to get it or you're not. And I can't explain it. Maybe I'll think of it a little bit longer and I'll think of something better to say. But support E-Singularity Initiative. Okay, that's what you support, the idea of creating the field that's going to provide all the education to all the students out there. You know, support the idea that for as little as, I think, 150 million. That's it. 150 million. We can make this field. All right. For 150 million, we can create the tool that will provide the content and the experience for all of education. And that's what everyone needs to be thinking about. Flattening global education. Flattening means leveling, equalizing, making it free, making it accessible. That's what we need to be doing. And that's what I need you to do. So what can you do? If you're on Facebook, become an e-revolutionist. What does that mean? 5 minutes a day telling someone, telling your friend. Write a blog, put a link. 5 minutes, that's it. 5 minutes a day, help flatten global education. You know, 1 million people, eventually, 5 minutes a day is going to add up to a lot of freaking hours, right? So just 5 minutes. I don't need your money. I don't need your time. Well, I need 5 minutes of your time, but I don't need you to buy anything, to join some multi-level marketing thing. I just need 5 minutes of you telling someone that we should flatten global education. We should make the rice field, right? So the rice and the education should grow. You know, so I don't know if that's a good analogy. So, Michael Trout, I am the e-revolution, self-appointed dictator, bringing you the word. Now look at my rice field. It's beautiful.